Hi folks, I'm Kevin. This is Real World Natural Living. Gordon Poe and I are just having breakfast, going through our morning routine right now. If you're new to the channel, you know that I quit my job about 3 months ago. So I wasn't happy with the way things were going for me. They didn't suit me personally, so I needed to make a change. Now, I would like to say immediately that I wouldn't just quit your job if you're not happy. I did plan ahead. I did make sure that I would be okay financially. So that's one thing. Don't ever just quit your job and have no money to support yourself. So today's video will be the 3-month update for me. I do have videos where I did a 1 month and a 2 month as well, if you want to check those out. And I thought today would be interesting to talk about how I'm doing, not just how everything's going in a physical manner, but also how things have progressed mentally as well over those months. I just wanted to cover that a little bit. I thought that might be interesting for you as well to see in case you're in a similar situation. So if you're new to the channel, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned. I've been in your waters. I came for sure. I've never been so close before. It's one way or the other. So I'm going to start this video talking about how things have been for the last month since my last update, and then I'll get into kind of the mental progression from month 1 until now, and I'll talk about both the ups and downs and how things have been going. So I did do some more acting this month. That's the 3rd episode I've been in now. I got to wear this big prop suit. I can't say too much about it, but I can say it was super fun and a really great experience as well. I don't know if they'll be able to call me back for this series. I've been in 3 episodes already, so it is like a dramatization, but that's all I can say. So they can only use a person so much within the series, but they are doing more stuff in the future, so I'm hoping that they'll call me back. They still have me on file. The main thing I've been doing this month is kind of working on my microgreen business. I've just been kind of putting all my ducks in a row, getting a system ready to go for orders and billing and such. I've got my website up and rolling so people can come on and order. I also offer a subscription service. Now I'm only servicing the Winnipeg area, but microgreens are kind of an up and comer. So if you're interested in that, I'm sure around your area you can do a search and you'll be able to find them. I do have some customers now rolling, some monthly subscribers, or I should say weekly and bi-weekly subscribers, which is really cool as well. It by no means can support me right now. It's not near that point. However, it is going in a positive direction and I feel like it has a lot of potential, so I'm really looking forward to that. So as far as finding a job goes, I'm not too worried about it. I did give myself approximately a year where I can kind of explore new ideas and stuff. If it takes that long, if I find a worthwhile job, then I'll by all means take it. But right now, I can still be kind of selective. I don't have to jump on anything, and I'm hoping it never comes down to that because that's never good for anybody. There's one thing about the microgreens. I feel it's worthwhile. I'm feeding people nutritious food. There's no chemicals. I grow in organic soil. So all that stuff is really positive, and it gives me a positive feeling to be able to offer that to people. And the other thing I've been doing is just taking down the garden. If you're new to the channel, you'll know that it's important for me to kind of grow as much food as I can for the family, so that we have natural food, we know where it comes from, rather than having to buy everything from the store and the big corporations. So on the mental side of things, I've definitely felt a progression as things have gone along. I've definitely felt a change in my mental outlook or attitude, I should say. So when I started this all and I quit my job, it was gonna be great. I thought that I would have time to catch up on all those projects that I've been meaning to do, trying to get onto, saying, oh, well, I have a job, I've got to work all these hours, I don't have time to do that stuff. I was gonna work on my business, I was gonna stay fit, gonna ride my bike a lot, do a lot of videos. Well, let me tell you something. in the beginning, when you first quit your job and you have the attitude where you're going to do all these things, you're not going to, at least not right off the bat. So my one thing was that I wanted to get all of this stuff done right away. I did feel a little anxiety as I just was finding that I wasn't able to get all of these things done that I wanted to do. I had a misconception that I would have all this time. It's funny because you're at work and you're watching the clock and, you know, time just goes by slow. You're looking at the clock. I want to get out of here. Then all of a sudden, here I am at home trying to fit all these things in, and time is flying by. So that was a real struggle for me. That actually continued into the second month as well. But as the second month went on, I did realize that I wasn't going to be able to get everything done. So once I started letting go of that, things became a little bit easier. The second month, things were rolling. I was getting into some acting, and then I had certain things that I had to do for my business. So, you know, I didn't struggle at all to find things to do. I was still very busy, but I just had to focus on certain things instead of try to get everything done at once. So, and then in the third month, a lot of that continued about halfway through the month. So I had, like I said, I had done more acting, so things were just rolling. So for this second half of the month, or the last 3 weeks, things have been slowing down. I've gotten things into a certain way for the business, so I don't have to be focusing on it all the time. I've got my systems in place. So now during the day is my struggle to kind of find some things to do, or kind of even want to sometimes. If I feel like sitting down for part of my day just doing something that isn't towards the business or progressing myself in that manner, I kind of still feel guilty about that. I guess the thing is allowing myself to say it's okay to take a break, take a rest. Maybe this day you don't have any business stuff you need to do or anything. Maybe it's okay to just kind of chill out and just kind of do the things you just kind of want to do. One thing I noticed though, in the second month, I guess I was pretty busy with a lot of things. Mentally, I felt my mind kind of having trouble focusing a little bit. Actually, it was a little bit fleeting, and it was getting really bad for a while. I would walk into a room and kind of just get distracted really easy and kind of forget, like, why did I walk in here? You know, why was I doing this? Now this is kind of a thing that happens to all of us once in a while, but it was really I noticed that it was starting to happen more and more. I was becoming very forgetful and stuff like that. So one of the things I've done was to make sure that I'm eating properly, and I've started training Kung Fu as well again. I did take a little bit of a break, but I find that really helps me focus on things as well, helps me strengthen my focus, and it's helped a lot actually. So I'm really thankful for that, and I'm thankful that I was able to recognize the fact that, you know, I was kind of becoming forgetful and maybe falling into a pattern, I'm not sure. But one of the things that I've been struggling with now is just allowing myself to relax and to say it's okay to take some time for yourself. So I do have to admit as well that as far as not having a job, I have had a little bit of anxiety like that as well. Just, you know, am I going to be able to find a job that I find worthwhile, or am I just going to have to end up taking something that I really don't like? You know, it's a bit of a scary thing in today's environment, just not having a job. Because, you know, things are a little crazy right now. So there's lots of jobs available, but they're not all jobs that you would be able to support your family on necessarily. And they're not all worthwhile. And I think that's an important thing in our life, is to try and find a job or do something that is worthwhile, that you feel is making a contribution. There was a period too where, you know, maybe there's times when I'm not grooming as much as I normally do as far as shaving and stuff like that goes. Always brushing your teeth and doing stuff like that, of course, but, you know, even not necessarily taking care of yourself in the way you do maybe when you go to work every day kind of thing. So I do find that when I do when I do groom and stuff like that, it does put me in a headspace where, okay, I'm ready to do something or take care of business. So that's been my month, and that's been how I've been feeling kind of mentally over the last 3 months. So if you've quit your job and you've experienced similar things, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, or any comments you have about everything that I've experienced or questions. So that's the video. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, take care of yourself.